Hey everyone, this is Nicole Trom from Nicole Trom Yoga. I'm starting a new segment today called Mindful Mondays. I've seen a lot of my students and friends posting lately about neck pain and issues with neck and shoulders and all that. And what it's commonly known as, and this is not just in adults, it can be in kids too, especially if your kids are working on their laptop or their iPad or things like that. It's commonly called tech neck. And what it means is that we're overusing these muscles. A lot of times our head is moving forward, which is causing some tightness here in the front of the neck. And then as you're moving forward, these muscles are getting overstretched. And then you're going to feel it kind of right behind your heart center. So it's a really common thing, and actually not just because of COVID, but just because we kind of are looking down, right? We're doing these things where we're looking down, we're overextending. And so there's a couple of exercises I wanted to share because they're really, really helpful in relieving it. And it's a great thing to do as a little break in the middle of your day or, before or after you're going to be sitting on your computer. So first of all, I want to talk a little bit about the spine. So I took out my anatomy book here. And as you can see, here's your head, right? And then this is our cervical spine. And this is the thoracic spine, right? And then down here is the lumbar spine. So you can see there's curves. There's a curve here. So it goes kind of in and then out and then in again. And when we have our head coming forward, we start to lose that curve, right? And it starts to put more pressure here in the middle back, right? The thoracic, the mid-thoracic, and it starts to make things really tight. And so what happens then is we start to feel a little bit more pain, and we can feel it here in our traps. We can feel it up through the back of our head. Sometimes it even manifests as headaches, right? So if you're feeling a little off and you're getting headaches, your head hurts, your neck hurts, it's probably because of this. So what we want to do is be able to bring the head back and really realign things. And the crazy thing is that our head weighs between like 10 and 14 pounds. So the further forward you're pushing your head forward, right? So sometimes it even looks like this, right? Every inch forward, they've done some studies, it says it's an extra 10 pounds. So if you can think about just placing a bowling ball on top of your head, it would be that much extra weight, which is a lot, right? And that's why it's so uncomfortable and it can cause so much discomfort. So we're gonna go in now and start with some really easy exercises. And the first one is just gonna be, I do this one a lot in class, called neck circles. And so you can start with your ear on one side and either do semicircles, half circles, or you can start to go all the way around. Now, if your neck is pretty tight, you want to go slow. Come in and breathe here as you move. Good. And we're just really warming up those muscles along the neck. And this might feel really good. So you can do this whenever you want, just bringing in that movement, switching up the direction now and again. Good. And then from there, what we'll do is we'll just bring our right ear to our right shoulder, letting the left side of the neck stretch. Good, and then bring your left ear to your left shoulder, letting the right side of your neck stretch. So just going side to side now. You can hold it there for a breath or so, letting yourself breathe and stretch into the sides of the neck. That's it, good. And you'll notice one side's gonna be a little tighter, that's okay. I actually woke up this morning and the side of my neck was really tight, so this feels really good. All right, and then what we'll do here is we're gonna start to just lift our chin and open the front of the neck. You'll feel these muscles stretching, and then bring your chin back down towards your chest and feel the muscles in the back of the neck stretching. So inhale, lifting up. Good. Exhale, bringing that chin back down. Letting yourself breathe, letting yourself stretch here. Let's do two more just like that. So just feeling those muscles starting to warm up. Perfect. All right, and then I'm gonna show you another variation of that ear to shoulder. I'm gonna come up to standing so you can see the back of my body. Okay, so what we'll do here is you're gonna start and we're gonna stretch here into the trap muscles. So you're gonna take your right hand back behind you and you can either hold on to your left arm, right? Or you can grab onto it depending on your body, and then just bring your ear over to that opposite shoulder. And you're gonna feel yourself breathing here. It's gonna look a little weird, and then you can kind of play around with bringing your head forward and then bringing your head back. And just starting to notice that movement as you go, lingering in any spot that feels good. So again, we've got the right hand grabbing onto the left arm, my head's going over to the left. We're just breathing into it. You're gonna feel some stretch there. If it's too much, come out of it. Let's take another deep breath. That's it. And then as you come on out, you can shake it out, move your head side to side. And then we'll do the opposite side. So this time you're going to take your left hand back to your right arm. And again, you can either grab onto your arm if that's too far away. You can kind of just reach around, right? Then start to bring your head over to the right. So feeling that stretch all the way up through the left side of your neck here as you're breathing. Trying to get those shoulders to come onto your back. Breathing into that tightness. Now this is my tighter side, so sometimes I like to hold it a little longer there. You can choose to do that if you'd like. Just feeling that stretch all the way up through that neck. That's it, good. And then from there, come on out and just move your head side to side. It should feel like a release. Take your hands back behind you now, interlace them, and just start to work the elbows in towards each other as you start to extend the arms down. Now we're gonna get into the front of the chest. So the upper corners of the chest right here, the pec muscles, as you're pulling it away, you're breathing into that space. And then you can start to play around here with your head, inhaling and exhaling. I like this one because you get a little bit more range. And let's do 2 more. Inhale and exhale. Good. Last one. Perfect. All right. Now let's work a little bit on that range with our arms. So if you grew up in New Jersey like I did, you may have done snow angels, right? If you live in Florida or you grew up in Florida, maybe you've done sand angels. So we're going to do this at the wall. So you're going to come up to the wall. And this is going to be really contingent upon how big of a range that you have. So maybe you've got like a big amount of range or maybe a little bit less depending on your shoulders. So try not to force it. Keep your hands back, lean back. So your hips are back, your shoulders are back, your head is back so your chin is parallel with the floor. And then we're just going to slowly bring those arms up. Now you might stop here. Once you start to feel the arms come away, and then in a big V, if you can, hold it there as you breathe. Good. Pressing your head back, your shoulders back. Your seat should magically be there just because it kind of sticks out a little more. And then come off the wall and move your head. And you can repeat that a few times. We'll do it one more time together. You can always do that again on your own. Again, if your arms don't come all the way up because you have an injury or it's too tight, it hurts, don't go all the way up. Even just bringing the arms out here and pressing back is going to be a really nice range as you press and breathe into your back body. That's it. One more deep breath here. And then come all the way out. You can slide those arms down. We're going to come in and do a little bit of what I like to call down dog. So you can do down dog at the chair. You don't have to go all the way down to the floor, but down dog is a great way to release your neck muscles. So let me show you. You can do it the back of your chair. I'm going to do it with the front of my chair. All right, so you can come down to your seat, walk yourself back a little and stretch, and then just let your head start to release down so your ears are in line with your arms. Press from your heart out through your hands. Now, if you're feeling pain in the back of your heart center right here, this is a great way. You can press here into your chair or even into the wall to create a little extra space there. Take 2 more deep breaths. You can even turn your head side to side, yes and no. That's it. And then very slowly come on back in. All right. So we're going to come back, and I just want to talk one more piece of advice for tech neck, and that is placement of your computer. Really important, especially if you're working. So I have a laptop. I don't have a laptop anymore. I actually have my iPad that I'm using right now, and it's got a little keyboard attached to it. And I will tell you that after a few hours on it, it does bother me, right? Because I'm looking down, right? And that's going to contribute all the way into the upper neck and back and all those issues that we just talked about. So instead, if you can, see if you can place your laptop. I have these little boxes. I just put them up there. They're document boxes, but you could use anything. You could use a box from Amazon, right? But placing it up there so that you're getting your head in that neutral alignment, meaning that your head is over your neck and your shoulders, right? And that you're not looking forward and pressing forward like this. So you can think about bringing those ears back, sitting up tall, and really feeling that. And if you don't have, so if you have your keyboard attached to your iPad and you're working from home and you're doing this, and even your kids are doing this, I do suggest maybe trying to use a different keyboard. You can always just plug one in to make it a little bit easier. So remember, you want to be sitting tall, get those shoulders onto your back, slide your ears back, and then have that laptop, that computer right in line with your eyes. And if you can bring the keyboard down a little. You can play around with that, but I think these are all really great tips for you. Hopefully they helped you. If there's anything else that you want to work on or you want some tips on, please drop it in the comments, and feel free to add your friends to this or tag them if they haven't seen it. Have a great day. You can find more information at my website, NicoleTraumYoga.com. Hope to see you all soon. Namaste.